Now, the failed coup in Turkey lasted hours, but will cost the economy at least $100 billion. That's according to the country's customs and trade minister. He's factoring in the cost of warplanes, helicopters and bombs used by the renegades and the damage they caused to the buildings. And on top of that, he warns the violence has put off foreign visitors. Iolo Dafydd breaks it down for us.
Assessing the full political and psychological impact of an attempted military takeover will take time. The financial costs, though, are becoming clearer. One government ministry claims the cost to Turkey so far is $100 billion. Accounting for the cost of an overnight war involving more than 8,600 military personnel, 24 fighter jets, 37 helicopters, 74 tanks and 3 ships may be relatively straightforward, as are the repairs that will have to be budgeted for the parliament in Ankara and other damaged buildings.
This is an approximate calculation by our ministry. The exact numbers will be revealed when all the other ministries give their detailed information. There is, of course, a cost for the coup. For example, the fall in the financial markets, the fluctuations of the exchange rate, and the increased costs of the delay in delivering goods, and the cost of bombing on the military equipment and government buildings.
Harder to quantify are the costs to the well-established tourism sector. Fewer flights are carrying fewer visitors after a series of bomb blasts and the uncertainty of an attempted coup. Along the Turkish coast, there's a noticeable impact on thousands of businesses.
Although the credit rating agencies have created a negative impact on the market about Turkey, when we look at the economy indicators and the import figures, external trade, inflation, Turkey nearly hasn't been affected by the coup.
But enough for President Erdogan to hold a rare meeting with representatives from global companies operating in Turkey. It's another effort to manage the political and economic fallout from the latest instability to hit the country. It'll take time to calculate the detailed costs of cancelled orders and loss of investment from other countries as they reassess ploughing money into Turkey. The government freely admits the $100 billion figure is likely to increase, especially as almost 70,000 people have been removed from their jobs and the legal costs of putting people on trial. Iolo Dafydd, TRT World.
Well, earlier, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan met with investors and CEOs of multinationals in Ankara. He tried to reassure financial markets, saying the economy won't be affected during Turkey's state of emergency.
If you pay close attention, you would also see that except for very limited fluctuation right after the attempted coup, economic indicators also went back to a speedy recovery and normalisation. Now the dollar foreign exchange rate is just below 3 Turkish liras to $1. The stock exchange is doing well, and other data is also pointing towards a recovery. Our foreign capital reserves at the central bank are now above $125 billion, so it has not gone down. The exact opposite happened. The unemployment and interest rates are below 10%, and I believe that a 4% growth in the first trimester will be preserved.